Hello everyone. So today let me show you something that was bothering me for a long time. Now I use org mode where I have some core agenda files, and at the same time when I have my agenda files I also want all the org files from a specific directory to be included in my agenda. Now this has been working really nicely for me because I keep track of all my proposals, books that I have been writing, my meeting minutes. Everything is in a org mode format, but those files are not really in my core agenda files. I basically want to make sure that in a specific directory, anything which is with a format or which is with an extension org, I want them to be included in my org agenda, because sometimes if I'm taking a meeting minute or if I'm basically working with a client where I'm noting down something, and if there is an action on me, let us say if I'm keeping track of my leads and I want to call them again next Monday, and I want to remind myself, I basically create a task to do with a date, scheduled date or a deadline. Now the thing is that it was working great for me. It is working great for me, but there were a couple of files, 4 or 5 files that fail to load as org file. So whenever you start Emacs, your files from different directories will be loaded up in your org mode. And I used to get this error, this annoying error about agenda file is not in org mode. Now this was definitely annoying, but at the same time a solution was to simply open that particular file that was complaining, or that Emacs is complaining about, and then manually do meta X and do org mode. So basically something like this. So if you do alt X and if you type in here org mode, it will basically it will force org mode on that particular, because it was basically just a normal text file without any formatting or without any org mode. Now that was annoying because I had to do it for a couple of files, but a simple solution is, which to be honest I don't know why I was not doing it before, is basically to basically add this variable on top, mode org, and that is it. You're basically hard coding it, and I know it's not really a proper solution, but instead of manually opening those 5 or 4 files and then changing the mode to org mode, this is definitely a simple solution. So let me show you one of those files where I have this usually in my not in my variables, but in my files I have some variables on top which I have to define. And if you look at this particular file, on top I do have something defined like my org confirm babel evaluate nil org download image directory. So I also added this here only for some of those files where it was complaining, and that was it. That was a simple solution, a simple fix. I know it's not really, it is in a way hard coding, but I don't really mind doing it, and it is much better than doing it manually, because now I save 2 minutes of my time every day. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.